And welcome back. It's your girl, me, aka Jade. Look at this fantastic sign my friend Michael made for me for my birthday. That's me. That's my website. That's what I do. It's a ball of yarn. I'm not going to move it too much because I have my coffee cup over here and I don't want it to shake or spill. Y'all see, I got this satin backdrop. But good morning, friends. As you all may know, my birthday was just last Sunday, and I'm not done celebrating. I am not done celebrating. Every December, everybody is too busy. Go they places, they doing stuff, they broke, could do anything for my birthday. So in order to be more considerate, I stopped celebrating my birthday in December. I celebrate my birthday when I celebrate it. Sometimes November, sometimes January. I really need to start celebrating my half birthday in the summertime so that I can actually go places and do stuff right here in this US of A. Because I am tired of it being cold every year, each and every year. It looked like it's about to snow right now as we speak. I I can't with the outfits that I have to wear, the outfits that other people got to put on. But this January, I'm planning on um going to Central America with a couple of my friends. So I'm making a jumpsuit for that hopefully I feel inspired to finish. I might make a romper. I really want to make pants though. When I envisioned this, I saw an all white mesh jumpsuit with pants, with loose pants and ties up in the back. Not tight. I need it to be like loose. So I definitely forgot that I said I needed it to be loose until just a second ago when I just now said it. So I'm gonna have to add a looseness to it. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is for you. Yes, I'm this small. I'm very much this tiny. It stretches, but not that much. I'm very much one half of me. Yeah, is that little. I could do it a little increase for the next couple rows since I did say I wanted this to be loose, or I can make this the top half. And actually, I think I'll do that instead. And then just make the pants bigger and have the pants be something that I can tie up at the waistline with a drawstring. That's what I'll do instead. So this is gonna be my front, and I could draw out how I want it to look. I might do that in a second, but if you're following along, if you watch my lives to sometimes get an idea of what we're making, what you can make. This is a 5.25, and this is not a original. Well, like, technically it is. I'm making the design. I'm making the pattern for it, but so many loose-legged jumpsuits exist, so it's not really an original in that sense. So it's gonna be a really simple design if you want to remake this yourself. I'm a small, extra small up top, and then I'm a small medium on bottom. So the top half, I think this was like 38 stitches or something like that. And then obviously I skip one. I do a double crochet and then I chain, double crochet and chain to make this mesh with a 5.25 millimeter hook so that it's still kind of small and tight. When I put it on, it won't be too uh what's the word I'm looking for? It won't be either too covered or too meshy. It'll be just right. The perfect in between. Nice, neat um mesh. Like actual mesh for a cover up for the beach or whatever. But since we're going to Belize, it's not necessarily a beach trip, it's a jungle trip. I still wanted to be comfortable and cute, and I still want to be able to promote my business and my stuff and all of the kinds of stuff that I can make. I high key want my whole trip to be stuff that I've made, but I have to travel with my bag, and it can only be so big. And crochet does take up a lot of space. So, and I want to bring my yarn. So, as of right now, I'm gonna wear this a lot. That's why I'm making it white. Outside of having the vision for the white jumpsuit weeks and weeks ago, before I even thought to go to Belize, I saw this white one piece. So I was either gonna make it for me or make it for my website. And the trip to Belize came up, so now we're gonna go ahead and do that. And now we're all caught up. Let me show you guys something that I made. First of all, if you've been keeping up with my hand, also, my hand was swollen. I couldn't see my tendons like 3 or 4 days ago, so that's good. We getting back. I got this acupuncture device, and it was doing its job. I felt it. I felt all my blood doing what it was supposed to be doing. It was getting deep in there in my wrists, like compressing it. It felt really good. Before I hurt myself, I made this headband. So look at how easy this was. I wasn't intending on making this headband when I made it. So next time I'll probably actually make a piece of fabric specific to the shape of a headband. I'm gonna make it small and then slightly bigger. Even though you can't really tell that I did that. I mean that it's like that here. And when you put it on, it's very cute. I love this. I know this is a sell. I just don't know how much I want to sell it for yet until I actually take the time to make the fabric, glue it on there, price the headband. Then I got to tell you how much it was. But this was a bookmark. This right here was from the bookmarks that I made for, what was that event? Authors and books or something. I did a local event out here in my city, and I made a bunch of bookmarks for them. So I know this is a sale. I know people will love this. It kind of goes with the Hello Kitty hat that I make now. So that'll be cool. Until then, I also made some earmuffs. I made some scarves. I made a sweater that I still have yet to put in the store because I haven't cut the strings off the shoulders yet. Yeah. I also want to make a pair of shorts for that sweater. I think that'll be really cute. I just got to make them so big. I'll probably do an extra large pair of shorts for that sweater because this sweater itself is pretty big. It's long, it's wide. It's made for probably an extra large. Maybe even a 2X could fit it. It got a good stretch to it. I made it unisex so that a man or a woman could wear it. But maybe instead, I should make it just an extra large woman's sweater. That's another reason why I haven't added it to my website yet, because I don't have anything on there for men, and men are always asking. They are always asking. But something like this, I could turn into a man's shirt. But men are so specific in particular about the kind of stuff that they'll wear. They don't want to wear mesh. Don't want to wear pink. They think that crochet in and of itself, for a long time at least, because again, I've been doing this for years. In the beginning, they thought crochet was specific to women. It was way too feminine to wear. And then we was using a lot of frilly colors and patterns in the beginning, so they just was like, I can't wear nothing with holes in it. My bad, my nails snagging. But yeah, the men's was being so corny as far as fashion and clothes went. They didn't want to do nothing. Not like the women was much better, but it was kind of hard to design for men because they didn't want to do anything. without it seeming like gay. But no, it's a different time. It's a different era. So y'all are more interested in at least doing a hat. I get a lot of hat orders from the men, and random stuff like blankets. Oh my God, I forgot to write that man back about his blanket because he wrote me on my birthday. Whoa, I got to write him back today. Gotta write him back ASAP. I can't believe I did that. Also, he was asking for Christmas. He asked about Christmas about a month ago when I would have been able to make that blanket on time. I can't make no blanket for Christmas. Y'all know I still have to ship it too, and it takes at least a week. So I would have to make that blanket in 2 days. And this is why my wrist is swollen as it is. Yeah, I can't accept that. I'm so sorry. Let me take my coffee break. Let me sit down since ain't nobody in here anyway. I don't have to look at the screen and see what y'all are saying because nobody is saying anything. Let me drink my coffee. But it's okay, guys, because with YouTube, it records the live. And I'm expecting all of these lives that I've done over time to benefit me in the future. To be honest with you, it's benefiting me right now because I get to just talk and talk and talk bright and early in the morning, and I'm not scrolling through my phone. I'm using my hands. I'm expressing my thoughts freely, and it feels great. Yeah, sure feels great. And you know what? I could sit here and then just pull up my laptop and see what y'all say from there. That makes more sense. I was supposed to be sitting here watching the Diddy documentary. Definitely did not catch that. Definitely need to see it though. Allow to find devices. Whatever. My own channel. It's my eyeball. Get down low and swing your arms. Okay. This is great. It looks very relaxing. Shout out to 400 subs. Bo. Knocking at your door. Knocking at your door. 400 more. Shout out to you, and you 400 times. What gonna rhyme with time? 400 more. 400 at your door. 400 Subaru, submarine, subadoo, subadoo, subadubs. 400 subadubs. Looking at it just looks so unrealistic. Like little old me. I feel like I got all of these in a year, just after consistently posting after 1 year. Lord knows I've been YouTubing, and in the beginning I might have had like 80 when I first started this, and then this last year maybe 2. I haven't really been paying attention, but you know, with YouTube Studio, luckily it lets you track all of that. So I would love to see when most of these people came through. Show up for your girl. Yes. Maybe. Do you guys want to hear like some, maybe like a little bit of what would be nice and relaxing to play in my streams? I think I'm about done here with the top. That was fast. It only took me about 15 minutes. That's why I love these mesh fits. The pants is gonna take longer, but even that's not gonna take that long. Well, I'm more concerned about whether or not I'm gonna have enough yarn than the amount of time it'll take me to make this. No disrespect to me, but I know for sure if I locked in, I could finish this today. But unfortunately, I have to go to work. Very unfortunate for me. Like very, very unfortunate. I almost want. I almost want to. I almost want to cry. But let's laugh instead. So funny. Good morning. Work. See me up you. See me to me. La, 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 la. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is more than enough for the top piece. And how do I know that? It's stopping at my torso. Okay, so here's the body. This is my rib cage here. So my waistline, and then I want the pants to start about there, the waistline. When you do a jumpsuit, you want the jumpsuit to stop at your waistline, not at your hips, because that looks terrible. It's a terrible design for every jumpsuit I've ever seen. That was too long at the torso area. Okay, and I have a little torso, kind of, not in proportion to the rest of my, I really don't have to explain that. I have a little torso. This is small. So I'm done here. And for the back, I want the whole back to be a tie up situation. So this whole yada yada yada, the whole back is about to be out. Okay. What I'm doing though, I think I want a full shoulder moment. So I'll give it full shoulders. I'm gonna chain and make sure it at least has a full shoulder here. And then the way that these are, I can just make a I-cord with my knitting tool and close that together. And then the top half is done. So all of what I just mentioned that I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna cut this here. Yada da da, pop pop. Yada da da, pop pop. There we go. And then immediately step 2, pants. Your Honor. Okay. Keeping this 5.25 for the pants. Since I want the pants to be a little bit wide leg. Actually, I want them to be completely wide leg. From the rooter to the footer. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make the whole thing just very wide, straight down to the floor. So if this was 38, I'm gonna chain. If I did 100, that is probably too loose. And you don't want it too loose because then it'll hang in the back. And then trying to figure out how to do that, how to tie, not tie. Well, yeah, sure. Tie this together. how to tie the top onto the pants is gonna make it more complicated. Um, so I think I'll go for 45 and see where we at with that. Because if this was 38, if I doubled that and made it 76 or whatever that would be, 76 would still be too little if I made these pants. So if I do almost 100, if I did like 80, that'll give me what I'm looking for. So then that means I would have to do like 45. 40, 45, 43-ish, somewhere in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Yeah, that's more than enough. I could eyeball that and tell you that that is more than enough for me and my body. Okay. And how many did I just do? 45? It's easy to remember, and I'm not even going to chain up. I'm just going to, from 45, go directly in. So it is 45. It's much easier to remember than 45 and chaining 2. But that's just me. That's just me and my pattern making skills. So 45, and then I'm going to have to go ahead and do that again. Sometimes when I'm not writing the pattern down, instead of memorizing how many I did, I'll just go ahead and cut this and do the next side so that I can just keep going. Especially when I'm watching movies or I'm being mindless, or like I said, I don't write stuff down. Instead of making a mistake and then having lopsided pants, which has obviously happened before, I thought that I could eyeball it, putting it together and measuring the size, the length of it. Foolish, very foolish decision. I always, at this step, make sure I count every single stitch, because you can only make mistakes from here. You can fix your mistakes, but then you made them though. Like, why make mistakes when you can just get it right the first time? Take it out, redo it, it's all right. I still make mistakes myself, is the point. So 45, and then I'm going to, in case I don't come back and show you guys what I did, and you're making this with me, this is free pattern right here right now, guys. This is the top half. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 stitches, which makes sense. That's the average amount of stitches I would do for a top, a crop top, I mean. So I'm gonna sew this onto these pants that I'm about to make, and it's gonna make wide leg jumpsuit. And then I'm gonna add arms here and then tie up in the back. So it's gonna be tight up top, wide leg on bottom, and possibly as we go here, I'll possibly add some pockets. But this is how much yarn I have, which is not going to be enough for both pants. It might be enough for 1.5. So after that, we'll see how much I feel like doing, because I got to buy more white yarn, and Lord knows I have so much white yarn that's like slightly different from each other. I don't want to buy more white yarn. And then for some reason, every time I go to Hobby Lobby and I try to color match white, it looks so much different in the store versus when I take it home. There's been multiple occasions where I've mixed up magnolia and just regular white, and it's so frustrating each and every time. One time I did a swap like that in the middle of a project and didn't notice until I was done. As a matter of fact, I have that project on my website and nobody's ever said anything. Nobody's ever noticed. So, oh well. I should be able to do that. Maybe I'll make that possible. Make me a cup holder for my tripod. I'm about to have to start getting ready in a second. And that's all right. I'm gonna close this row off. Um, should I start the next one so I don't have to count? It's kind of easy to remember 45 since it's literally the same amount that it's always been, but ta-ta. I don't trust my memory these days. I'm getting up there. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Okay, now it'll be very easy, and I'm gonna work on this at work. Surely she's gonna ask me to do everything but hang out and chill, which is crazy considering how much I get paid to be there. But for some reason, older people hate the concept of you being at work and just like chilling. They need you to be working hard when you get there. And I just will never understand that. Especially considering they know that I got the job because I crochet. When I met you, I was saying, oh, this will be a great job that I can also crochet at. So I never understand why they hate that I do that at the job. That it don't be nothing else to do. Like, find something to do. I did find something to do. Hello? Do you think you pay me enough to mop your ceiling? Like, what are we talking about? I am a cashier and a stylist. Anything outside of that is busy work. All my mama. And I don't get paid to do busy work. So that should be crazy as hell to me. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Here is the end of this row, guys. I can't believe I did all of this in 30 minutes. This live was only 30 minutes long. Let's go one more round. One more round. I still have faith because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Somebody else will pull up. Just one person will pull up and say hello. One person. Good morning. Just one. Just one guy. And then two, when I get to work, I can go live once again. I plan on streaming a lot more often, but I say that every year. But this time I actually didn't get any some. So I have more free time, more energy, and more well, really the energy. I have more energy to do stuff that I would otherwise not do. But yeah, it's time for me to lock in completely and get out of my situation. Like, it's really no other way to put it. The way this economy is, I see that it's not gonna get any better. So you just got to get used to it, lock in, and do. You just got to do better. I don't know. Either I'm moving to another country, or I'm gonna figure out how to live here in this one. But I'm not about to be nobody's victim of circumstances that we did not ask to be in. We're all having quite a fucking time right now. Quite a time. I tell you what, I'm all having quite a time. No one person is having it easier than the next right now. Could definitely tell you that. Why do this look like I need to go in here twice? I don't know, but I'm going to. Then I'm gonna do 3 here. Skip that one. Okay. Okay, one more. And then, cause yeah, this is absolutely perfect. It's gonna do exactly what it needs to do. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm happy though that now that Joanne is closed, I don't have to figure out which brand of yarn is which with the white at minimum. I still don't know if this is regular white or magnolia or all of the other little white kind of white options. However, at least I don't have to go to another goddamn store. Hell, at a point, I was only getting my fancy colors from Joanne because for some reason, Hobby Lobby really only does the same like 8 colors. They don't update their colors or nothing. Like, y'all don't never expect nobody. Y'all expect the same crocheters that it's always been to keep using these colors until the end of time. I get that we need it again to finish a project, and there has been some projects that I had to put to the side because I never saw that yarn again. However, y'all could definitely update us a little bit more frequently than once every 5 to 6 goddamn years with the color options. But that's why I love the fact that there are more crocheters and more knitters and all of that than there's ever been before, because they always have yarn updated, especially for the new year. Y'all love to start crocheting for the first time January 1st. And this is awesome. As a matter of fact, that reminds me, I need to get that workshop back together for all of y'all that want to learn a new hobby in the beginning of the year. Yeah, I was doing workshops last year, but my problem is always the audience. Each and every event that I have, I need to stop being so, oh, it's okay, I don't mind. Everybody that gets people out to do stuff be a little bit desperate and make people feel like they have to be there. And I have to pick up that skill or hire somebody who can do that, because I need people to show up to stuff and not feel like it's not an obligation. You have to come to this. You have to. It's awesome. It's the best. And we just did, technically, because we did this one just now and this one, starting these pants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 rows in. I don't know how long that took. I do have to find out though, because I'm about to make these pants and then I have to do something else, because this is for me. So I have to do this fast. It can't take up too much of my time because I'm not getting no money for this. I'm actually spending money every time I make something for me. That's what people be like, why you should be wearing your own stuff. I'm like, no, I pay a lot of money for other people to wear my things so that I don't have to. Photo shoots and all of that good stuff. So I know what I'm doing, a little piece, y'all. Well, until next time.